Short introduction. Tata Steel India, 2024, Round 1. Magnus Carlsen with white versus SL Narayanan with black. This is a clash between provocation and punishment. Black chooses an aggressive, unconventional setup. Magnus responds by calmly letting black overextend, then dismantling it. Opening phase. Black immediately signals aggression. Kingside pawns fly forward, space is claimed, intimidation is attempted. White does not panic. Magnus develops normally, keeps his king safe, and refuses to react emotionally. Strategically, black is saying, "Let's fight now." White is saying, "Sure, but on my terms." Magnus treats the opening like a test of patience, not courage. Opening phase. Black chooses provocation. From the very start, the plan is to disturb, intimidate, and drag white out of comfort. Pawns advance aggressively, space is grabbed, and normal development is deliberately delayed. White refuses to be rattled. Magnus treats the position as fundamentally sound for him and focuses on king safety and piece flexibility. Philosophy clash. Black wants emotional pressure. White wants structural truth. Early middle game shaping black continues pushing, trying to cramp white and force awkward piece placements. The position looks scary, but it's also slightly loose. White quietly builds a flexible setup, keeps options open, and avoids committing prematurely. This is classic Carlsen psychology. He allows discomfort if it means long-term clarity. Black is attacking space. White is attacking overextension. Rising tension. White starts challenging the structure indirectly, not head-on, but by undermining key points. Black now has a problem. Lots of advanced pawns, but coordination is shaky and king safety is questionable. The position sharpens, but white's pieces begin to harmonize better than black's. Strategic contrast, black plays with momentum, white plays with balance. Early development, black keeps pushing the same idea. Attack first, ask questions later. The position looks scary on the surface, which is exactly the point. White calmly completes development, avoids unnecessary commitments, and keeps escape squares available. This phase is about discipline. Magnus doesn't try to refute anything immediately. He's waiting for black to show weaknesses, critical imbalance. The center and queen side suddenly become relevant. White opens lines at the exact moment his pieces are ready. Black is forced into defensive decisions earlier than planned. This is where Magnus excels. He doesn't rush the attack. He times it, so black has no good choices. Aggression turns into liability. Middle game setup. As pieces come into play, the cost of black's aggression becomes visible. The pawn structure is stretched, coordination is awkward, and king safety is uncertain. White begins to probe, not with direct attacks, but by improving piece placement and increasing central influence. White is playing long-term chess. Black is playing momentum chess, collapse of coordination. Black's position starts to fracture. Pieces are defending instead of attacking. White now plays with confidence, activating everything and keeping the initiative. The game stops being about kingside threats and starts being about piece activity and king safety. That shift favors white completely. Black is now reacting, not dictating. Shift in initiative. The game reaches a moment where the center opens and the position becomes concrete. White is ready. Black is not fully coordinated. This is the turning point. The pressure Black tried to create flips direction. White starts dictating play, and Black's attack loses coherence. Psychologically, this is devastating. The aggressor is now defending. Final phase. White's attack becomes concrete and unavoidable. Black's king is exposed, defenders are overloaded, and counterplay is gone. Magnus doesn't overcomplicate. He chooses the cleanest path, converting pressure into a decisive advantage with surgical precision. No drama, no mercy. Exploitation phase. White activates all pieces with purpose. Every move adds pressure or limits Black's options. Black's pieces step on each other's toes, forced into passive roles. This is where Magnus shines. He simplifies chaos into clarity and turns structural weaknesses into targets. Big picture. Narayanan tried to surprise and unsettle. Carlsen absorbed, understood, and punished. This game is a textbook lesson in why early aggression must be justified. If it isn't, Magnus will collect it. With interest.